Hey guys, welcome back to Grit and Grace Farm. Still in Houston. Leaving this morning. Matt was supposed to be leaving for work. Instead, dun dun dun. Never leave your inverter on?
No. Never replace your inverter without also replacing the off switch that you're used to.
He came out here at 6:40 this morning and the truck was dead. So we are jumping his truck and prayerfully it will work because the little battery jump starter that we had wasn't connecting and working on his battery for some reason. So there goes my car. And my car needs new brakes, so that's on the agenda in the short term. Alright. Oh, we have headlights. Yeah.
Because the little jumper pack had the lights on it.
Oh, okay. Will she work? Ooh.
Hold on.
She's supposed to make that sound?
Kind of.
I have concerns.
It's a known issue.
It's a known issue, okay.
It's the 2018 Fords have a cam sensor recall on them. That's very hush hush.
Oh,
But I just haven't gone to do it.
gotcha.
It doesn't really cause any major problems.
Huh.
It floods the engine basically. It floods the cam ends up flooding the first couple of pistons with, as far as I understand it, with fuel, which just makes it rattle hard.
Oh, okay.
Well, like the wear and tear.
Alrighty then. I guess we're good to go. Kids are up now, so you get to go tell them goodbye.
Oh, I can't do that. They can come down to me goodbye.
I can do that. I can bring them down.
Truck run.
They should be dressed by now. Well, there's that. At least it's up and running. Prayerfully, I don't know, I've got to talk to him and see what he's going to do so that it doesn't, like, stop working while he's driving toward work. Like, he has to stop and do something. Hey guys, it is the next day. We are home, back on the farm. I'm excited because now I get to actually start putting things on cabinet shelves. I'm still figuring out exactly how I'm going to do that, what it's going to look like, how I'm going to arrange everything. The setup isn't super great for really I'm trying to figure out, because if we have the stove here eventually, radiant heat from this is going to be, and from all of this down here, could potentially cause issues if I put any food things up here, because it might make it humid. So I'm looking at putting like appliances and things, but the openings for these I'm not sure are big enough. Like, I know that it might house the small Instant Pot, but like this thing is just too big to go in there. I know, because I tried to put it down here. The openings are just too small. So we will see how all that works out. But I did unpacked that little black box right there and got our mill out and our knife block. And I'm gotta figure out what to do with those. I gotta clean it up because this was literally set up just like this, and during the jostling and stuff, it dumped flour on it. So did that, and then I did unpack one box, and so you can't see it very well right now, but these are our teacups. And then this cabinet didn't seem to need kills. Like, it seemed to be in good shape. They had painted it. I would like to paint it white just so that you can see the stuff inside of it. But as of right now, it was clean enough and safe enough to put a box of coffee mugs in. So I got one box cleared from right there. And then my kitchen sink is very dirty right now because some of this was here from before we left, but then like we took these with us. This is from when we traveled. These were in the box with the coffee mugs, and because they weren't wrapped, these were wrapped in bubble wrap, and I know that they were clean, so I'm not concerned about putting them up there for us to like rinse out and then use. But these were open in the box, and the boxes don't always seal the greatest, so just in case I was gonna give them a quick wash down. But I haven't got to that yet, but I did get laundry out on the line. So we got one load done. I got coffee and breakfast taken care of. It's about lunchtime now, so I am working on, I'm about to work on getting school stuff ready because we haven't done school. We did our new devotional, which I might make a video about once we get into it a little bit. But we did Bible study basically, and then I am in here about to get school stuff out for the day. So getting back here, getting back to work, getting sweaty because it's hot outside. Anyways, so just getting to work and looking forward to making this place more of a home step by step. So we just wrapped up lunch, and I am working on unpacking a couple more boxes. Got a little bit more done. Emptied, so far I've emptied a total of 2 boxes and one little crate. The crate had the mill and the chopping block in it, and then I'll show you here. So some of our antique china, and this was a gift from Sweet Sisters in Christ family for my birthday this last Saturday. They surprised me, and there was a hidden agenda. They want me to make cobbler in it for them. But they got me a cast iron in the shape of Texas, and I love it. I'm so excited to use it, but I can't use it yet because I don't have a stove yet, and it won't fit in there. So but I got out some of our china and some of our mason jar cups, and I already showed y'all this, but I found another, I think I found 1 or 2 more teacups. So I made a little bit of headway on the dishes, and then we had lunch, and then I stopped. So slowly but surely I am emptying things. I got Juliet to clean out this little crate that had the mill and the chopping block in it, and I'm going to use it right now just to store some bulk grains that we have, just as a tidy place to put them. I'm thinking, because I don't have a huge amount of storage in the kitchen, like there's only 4 drawers in the entire kitchen. Are these 4 drawers right here, and in my last kitchen I had a lot of drawers, and so things that I had put in the drawers, like lids to containers, I'm gonna have to figure out a new solution for that. So I know I think we've got 1 or 2 more totes like this, crates like this, so I might stick them underneath on the bottom levels of the cabinets with things like these meal planning glass bowl lids that I have. And then I have things like, well, I have a couple of these, but these probably won't be around too much longer because they're getting worn out. But silicone Ziploc bags. So things like that. I've got to get kind of creative with how to store it. I need to pare down some of this, but honestly, while we have a lot of kitchen stuff, we use it, and we use 95% of it regularly when we are in a full. Obviously we didn't use it the last couple months because it was in storage, but whenever I'm cooking and meal planning and things like that, I use like all of the, it seems like a lot. This is a small fraction of it, but these glass jars up here, some of them are mason, some of them aren't. But I use them to store leftovers, to make jams and stuff like that, to put stuff in the freezer, bone broth and things like that. And I'm going to be getting into canning. So ultimately, I don't know how it's going to work. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to organize this kitchen, but we're probably going to have a shelf just somewhere with mason jars. So trying to figure that out. If you have any recommendations, I'm going to do a little pan real quick. If you have any recommendations on how you might structure storing different things, like pans and dishes, and we also don't have an actual pantry, so dried goods and fruit and cereal and things like that, those are all going to need to be stored somewhere. And then all of the, like the foodie grill and the Instant Pot and things like that, we're gonna have to figure that out. So if you've got any suggestions on how you might arrange it, let me know in the comments. Progress. Okay, so I've now done another box. But look, cleared out this corner, and I got this table out, and I put up our little red foldable one. It's absolutely wonderful. The only thing I don't like about it is it's hard to clean because it's like a canvas material on top, and my hair's a mess. Anyways, so when we are eating on it, I don't really like to eat at it because if things get spilled on it, you can't exactly clean it properly, and so I like having one that I can properly clean off. But that red one has been such a blessing and such a wonderful thing here in the midst of all of this. I just am nervous that the kids are going to spill milk on it or something like that, which we've done, and that while we clean it up immediately, it's going to soak into that canvas and get gross. I don't know. I need to like spray it down with something just to help make sure that doesn't happen. Anyways, but now we have some more of the glassware. And I found, really excited about this one, I found one of my Pyrex things that will fit down in here, and I can make a cobbler. So I was using aluminum foil, like the disposable bake pans, when we were in the hotels, but I don't want to do that, and so I haven't been able to make one. Now I can. I also, on top of this table, there was a little white table that was the kids, and we got it cleaned up, and I got it put in my room right now, and I'm gonna use it along with the chair that goes with you. The chair that goes with it. And they're going to do French and Spanish on it on the computer. If you guys are interested in what we use for that, we use kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. Right now we've got Rosetta Stone, but anyways, let me know in the comments if you're interested in that, and I can do a video about it. I gotta stay on topic, or I get lost off in the weeds. So I opened up the next box and found that it is my quart size mason jars, and I don't really have anywhere to put it because there's a lot of them. So I'm debating on if I'm actually going to unpack this box or if I'm going to set it aside to unpack later once we have either this shelf. So this is our tabletop. The legs are, sorry, I wasn't over far enough. Okay, so the legs are over here, and then our tabletop's here. And behind it is a wicker shelf, like it's an iron frame with wicker shelves. I don't know that I trust it to hold a whole lot of weight. Behind it is a baker's rack kind of thing that we have. But I was thinking about if I can get enough of this emptied, I can just temporarily put this wicker shelf right here and maybe let it house some of the mason jars and stuff like that, just until Matt gets home and we can rearrange and maybe go get like a metal frame shelf, because I know we're gonna need one of those eventually. But really, this thing wasn't supposed to come with us. I was planning on, actually neither was that, the baker's rack. But anyways, there was a couple of things that weren't supposed to come with us, but honestly I'm kind of glad they did, because I don't have to go buy new stuff. But I still kind of need to get rid of some of it. I don't know, we'll see how functional it all ends up being. Anyway, so I was looking at that, and then I opened the next box that I could get to and found the meal planning plastic ones. So we've got glass ones that are really nice, and then right as those got packed away, I ended up buying these plastic ones for Matt to travel with, and we did some of that, but these are good for several uses before they start to just hold on to smells and hold on to stuff that you don't really want. And there's more dishes down in there. So I can unpack most of this, if not all of it. Yeah, I think I can get all of it. I think I've got a spot for all of it. So that'll take care of that box. And then this keeps cracking me up. Every time I look over and see crock pot, for some reason I read it as crack pot. And I'm like, that, what? It takes me a minute. Anyway, so that's got some appliances in it and stuff. I think I've got spots for these two boxes, but not for this one with the quartz. But that would free up a good amount of space. And then there's some more stuff in there. There's a lot of big stuff in here that I just don't have space for yet. Like, there's some racks in there that I do need to pull out. But like, I know down in here is like big bowls. This is my big Pyrex. And then this is a big cake pan. So just stuff that I just don't really have room for in here yet, with half of, a good chunk of the cabinets not being usable right now, until I can get them painted this weekend when Matt's home. So anyways, I'm working to get as much of that done as I can. But I'm excited to see any progress after being here for, oh goodness, has it been like 3 weeks? Yeah, right about 3 weeks. Maybe even a little over. Yeah, it's a little bit over. So, finally making a little bit of progress. I'm so excited. I got it up. I'm so excited. Now, I'm not entirely sure that it will stand the weight of some of the glass things. This shelf is stable. This one's kind of We'll see what we can fit on it and what it'll hold. Again, I'm just looking for it to get me through the next few days. Try and go get something sturdier. I have some form of a dining room now. Let me turn it around real quick. So it's not my big table, but hey Juliet, you think you might want to eat dinner at that table? Look at how much space we have now.
Let's see how I fit in the big chairs to fit in it. Oh! Works.
It works. Yay! You can do the things. Woohoo! What do you think, Finn?
I'm tall enough. I'm tall enough. I'm trying to pick who should go in the first round.
Look how much more room we have, though.
One plate here, one plate here, one plate here.
I mean, like, all of this is cleared. Look, over there's cleared.
Ooh.
We have so much more room to walk around.
We can touch this wall.
We can touch this wall. Although we could touch that wall before. I don't know why you're like, woohoo.
So much more
It's easier
room
to touch it.
unpacked boxes.
Woohoo! Now, to fix all this. So, it looks...
Okay.
It looks worse than it is. It's just the empty boxes. I'll just take them out to the front porch. We'll use those.
Have fun.
You're going to help me. We'll use those to lay down as the foundation of our garden. And then I found another use for the bubble wrap. I ran out of the cabinet liner, and so when I got my cast iron out, yay, I got my cast iron out. I went to put it in there on the bare paint, and it started to scrape up paint as I just slid it around, and I was like, maybe I should have a buffer there. So I put that bubble wrap down, at least temporarily, and that'll help with that. So I've got some appliances on the countertop that I'm going to find a home for, and then just getting all these boxes out and finding a place for the bubble wrap for now. That's my job, and then I'm going to make dinner. And then I'm probably going to crash. Oh, and I need to go hang another load on the line. Oh, in showing you guys the dining room, I forgot to show you. Hey, found all my magnets. Well, most of my magnets. The shelf, I was able to put jars on it, and then my ceramic pots up here, and then down on the very bottom I've got my dehydrator and a couple other miscellaneous things. So that will work for now, and it cleared out several boxes. Time to take Tozer out and feed him. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I've got dinner getting started, and got another load of laundry out on the line to dry. Got all of that done and feel very accomplished. Got lots of boxes for the garden now, and I think the last thing I'll leave you with, sorry it got dark there, is I found, it's a little wet right now because I'm cleaning, I just cleaned it, this little basket, and I'm going to put it down on one of the shelves, and that's going to hold as many of the lids that I talked about earlier, not having a home because we don't have very many drawers. It's going to hold some of those. So I am very excited that I got quite that much done. Really and truly, I unpacked probably 8. Like I unpacked 2 big boxes. Well, no, 1 big box. The other one was basically empty. But 1 really big box, a small crate, and then probably 8 boxes. They're small boxes, but they had quite a bit in there. So I'm very excited. It feels a little bit more like home every box that gets unpacked. So thank you for joining me on the threshing floor. See y'all next time.